We've been living since my friend's girlfriend had the baby a month or a half ago. She can't really live in the little shack with us because we're sleeping on the floor and stuff. So she's been sleeping in another shack with her mother and like 7 other people. So I just got money to move them into a little house and get them back together. It's $70 a month for a little 2-bedroom tiny little house.
Dude, we could move down there and be kings.
But they're living in there right now. But when we get back, we're gonna be building. His grandmother has quite a bit of land. We're gonna try and build just a small little tiny house. You know what I mean? But for them and for me, and then also to have a little office to work out of, the little home base for the nonprofit. And you could probably do it for $5,000.
When you fly out there, how long a flight are we talking about?
It depends. If you get like a straight shot from Miami or something, like 3 hours, or maybe you get a one layover to Orlando or something, 3-4 hours. But I just got screwed so bad on Monday when I was in the airport trying to go back there. I only had a one-way ticket back because I had purchased a round trip ticket in Honduras.
Okay.
And so when I'm going, he's like, "We can't let you go without a ticket coming back, because we need to make sure you're coming back." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Come on." So I had to buy within like 15 minutes another ticket. And they were like $700 or something because it was last minute. So my sister was hurrying up and shopping for one. And I didn't know until the day before I was coming back now. It took 20 hours to get back. I went 3 places in Honduras. I went to San Salvador, to Nicaragua, to Miami. So you got to be careful and make sure you get a 1 or 2 stop deal.
So when you fly into Honduras, like what's the main city that you fly into?
The city is called La Ceiba.
Okay.
And it's pretty much on the mainland right across from Roatan, which is that main island where they have the big hotels and resorts and diving and stuff like that. So right in front of that on the mainland is La Ceiba.
Do you think, I'm wondering how much access they have to the media and what we see here in our entertainment. Are they plugged in? Are they familiar with our stars? Or do you think I could come down there and make them think I'm Puff Daddy?
You could come down there and make them think that you're something big.
Not Puff Daddy. They know Puff Daddy.
They know Puff Daddy.
Okay, what about like Ja Rule? Some out of favor rappers. Juvenile, Mystical.
The funny thing is, lots of people from there go to New York. They say they get into the country and they go to New York, or they get a visa and go to New York. There's tons of Hondurans in
So you
New
could
York.
totally go down there and be Anthony Anderson.
Have they seen the movie Lean on Me down there?
Your days are numbered. Who told you about lean on me jokes? I don't look like Samuels, and I don't smoke crack. I hate that one. All right. Okay, well. But, they know what's going on.
They get American music and stuff, not maybe as quickly and currently as now, but they also get all the movies bootlegged. As soon as they're in the theaters here, you get them there for $1 or $2 everywhere. There's no pirating laws or stuff like that.
Of course not.
You go down every street, you find every DVD, every video, or
a lot of cars around there.
Lots of public transportation. There is cars and stuff, but there's lots of buses that go city to city, and then if you're in town, you take a taxi anywhere for $1. So you could just do that.
I went to Costa Rica once, and you're talking about going to. They don't have that whole catalytic converter thing on your car. When you walk outside on the sidewalk, you're like. There's black smoke shooting out of everything. No emissions standards, nothing.
Yeah, it's not too bad in the city. They drive like crazy. There is no kind of policing the driving at all. So people are turning left, right, driving and swerving around each other. There's no like laws really. Stop.
All right, Dan. I got a bunch of people asking me a lot of questions here. One question, someone wants to know: do you have a timeline on any of the stuff that you're doing now?
If that means, do I have?
Is it going to be done?
Well, I plan on being there for a year and a half. Who knows? It might turn out to be a long time. But once we get everything in order and going, me and possibly my friend Hector down there, I want to go somewhere in Africa or somewhere else and do the same thing and start it over. Once we get all the kinks out of it and figure out.
Right now, you're in Honduras. You're working it out.
This is my first one. This is my project. And I'll figure out, what's wrong, what's right. And then once everything is going, I see a lot of fruit from my effort, then we'll go and plant another one somewhere else.
Do you miss being there when you're in the States?
Yeah, I do, because the mentality here is so different.
What is it that you miss the most about the States? If there's one thing, what is it?
Oh, are you saying, do I miss the States when I'm down there?
I was asking if you miss Honduras right now.
And I was asking if you miss the States when you're in Honduras. Answer both at the same time.
The honest thing about, do I miss the States? Not really. I mean, I miss my family and friends.
Right. You don't miss the comforts? You were talking about sleeping in a shack and you guys are on the floor. That's radically different. Dude, I'm having a fit if the covers ain't on me.
But the thing is, those kind of things bother us when we don't want them to happen to us. But when you're already going ahead saying, bring it on, I want to experience new things. It's exciting to sleep on the floor, and it's exciting to go out to the jungle with people with machetes. And it's all new.
That's
it's like
exciting.
when you're a baby, everything is, you don't know what anything is, and you're just taking it all in, you know? But I miss the States, the ability.
You don't miss AC?
I miss, yeah, it's kind of nice. But,
The bathroom. Come on, the bathroom.
yeah, the bathroom. I don't have hot water.
I could do without hot water.
The bathroom I miss.
What do you, toilet paper?
The States, I miss the ability to really do whatever I want to do. You know, if I say I'm going to do something, I can make it happen. I can call people, and I got the hustle to go do something.
Right.
They're strangled by not really having a lot of options.
But then again, you can also rent a house for $70 a month.
That's true.
I would have a block.
Well, eventually, the other thing is there's not a lot of open places. It has been hard for me to even find a place for them to go in because there's not everybody lives there,
Right.
But eventually, as each place comes up and stuff, I'm going to try and lock down a couple of different places so I have places for people to come and stay. I have, a place I want to build like a dormitory for a lot of these kids to stay because the little shacks are so overcrowded. You get 7-8 people huddled like dogs in a little shack sleeping, in 2 beds or something. So for me to have like a dormitory for a bunch of teenage boys to have their own bunk and their own place, that would help out the family, the parents and stuff too, take burden off of them worrying about providing for the kids. So.
Let's take a call here from Opie in Lakehart. You're on Real Radio. Or Lockhart.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, man?
Not much. He was just talking about not missing the comforts here in the U.S. and stuff. And by the way, first of all, I just want to say, thanks for all the work that you're doing down in Honduras. Anyways, I'm originally from a state in Mexico called Chiapas, and it's all the way south. And where I was born, it was a missionary institution. And I mean, we were living in a village, like he was saying, but it was deep in the jungle, deep in the Lacandon jungle, actually, up in the mountains. And yeah, man, even though you were living on the floor and we were sleeping in hammocks, and like I remember we were living in this house and the dirt was, the floor was made of dirt, and my mom would make us sweep it. And when I was a kid, I would never understand why she would make us sweep it. I'm like, it's dirt, it's gonna stay dirty.
Right.
But anyways, so yeah, I can totally relate with it. I mean, you were sleeping, on the floor on hammocks, but you were peaceful, like
you're so happy that that's the last thing you're thinking about. You're thinking about it.
Yeah, exactly. And man, that was a great childhood, growing up in the jungle, finding all these random caves, and I remember, finding all these random animals. Like we had a pet monkey once, me and my 2 brothers, and just running around with our pack of dogs and with our friends and just having fun in the jungle,
There's something else about being surrounded by nature. Like it does something to your mind. We forget all the time. A lot of times in the city, you can go around city for a week without seeing a tree or anything. When you're totally surrounded by nature, it really makes you tranquil, man.
Exactly, man. It was awesome. So thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Opie. All right. There you go. Wow.
Do any of the local or do you have any interaction with the local political officials? Like, is there a mayor or any of that kind of stuff?
The funniest thing, there's they call him a president. He's the president of town, and the dude is a gangster. And the only
like a real gangster.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He speaks good English, and he comes to the States and stuff, so they voted him in. But he is like a gangster, and he's one of the only people in town with a gun, and he does all kinds of things to intimidate people all the time. So the only couple meetings I've had with him, at first they weren't so good. Now I see him in town, I say, what's up? But I am eventually, once I start, probably when I get back this time, I'm going to start trying to go, and they already know that I'm here and I'm doing things, so I might as well, be communicating with everybody and finding out if there's needs. They might know better needs than I know that I can help meet. So,
man, putting something together from the ground up like you're doing, that is very, very commendable, man. I mean, hats off to you, Dan.
Thank you.
And anything we can do to help you, man, you know how to get in contact with us,
I
right?
appreciate it a lot, yep. And like I said, right now, just through my Facebook, you can get a hold of me, facebook.com/yourboydano.
All right.
And I'll let you guys know when I get the official websites going and stuff. And then
Awesome, man.
to figure it out from there.
Well, you're going to be hanging out with us Saturday night.
Saturday night
at the rodeo.
At the rodeo, yeah.
Finally the mustache. All right.
And I got a lot of friends listening. Anybody that wants to go, we're going to be going from UCF, a big group of us.
Oh, awesome.
Sweet.
There you go. Hey, well, we appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you guys bringing me in.
Well, I want to thank everybody for listening this evening. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, C-Lane. Thank you, Lydia. Pennybags. You guys are awesome. Check out our website, sbkliveradio.com. We'll be back.
That wasn't supposed to happen just
No,
yet.
it was not. All right, legalize it. We'll be back tomorrow after the file. They follow the BS. The monster start at 6 a.m. All right.
I never know what this thing's going to do.
A little bit early with that thing.